Okay, so for this first problem, what we're gonna do, we're gonna start by subtracting 4 from both sides, which is gonna leave us with 1 here, and pretty much we're done with this first problem.
This problem is very simple. All you have to do is take the 9 and then divide 72 by 9 and get 8 is less than R.
Okay, so for the second problem, we're gonna start out by doing the same thing. So minus 9 here, minus 9 here. So here it cancels out, and we'll just put the 5 y here, and then 4 minus 9 equals 5, negative 5. So put negative 5 here, and then we divide 5 from both sides, which leaves us with negative 1 and 1. And that's it.
For this problem, it's a little bit more difficult. We need to take this and make 2 separate inequalities. So the first one would be negative 1 is less than or equal to negative 4m. The other one would be negative 4m is less than or equal to 16. So what we do with the negative 1 is less than negative 14 is we're going to get the variable alone. So we're going to divide negative 4 over here and then bring that over, and then you're going to divide negative 1 into negative 4, which gives you a positive 1/4 is greater than m. Then we do the same exact thing on the right side. We're going to to get the variable alone, we just take the negative 4 and you divide 16 into negative 4, which gives you m is greater than or equal to negative 4.
Okay, so now for this problem, what we're gonna do is subtract 81 from both sides. And here it will cancel out. And here it will equal negative 79. And then 1q is just the same, just q. And we're done.
Okay, so with this equation, we're going to be using absolute value. So we're going to try and get the variable alone in this part. We always want the variable on the left side. So we're going to add 5 to 10. When we do that, we're going to get b, still in the absolute value lines, is less than 15. And that's your answer.
Okay, so for this problem, negative 6 equals y and 5 equals x. So you're going to plug them in. So you end up with negative 3, negative 6, and negative 2 times 5. So you're going to solve them. So so negative times a negative equals a positive. So you end up with 9. And you subtract negative times a positive equals a negative. So you get 10. So you end up with this. And 9 minus negative 10. I'm going to change those two pluses. You get 19. You end up with this. Now this statement is not true because 12 is not greater than 19, or 19 is not less than 12. So I'm gonna put no. Okay, so this is our word problem. A wholesaler has $75,000 to spend on certain models of TV sets and VCRs. If the TV sets may be obtained at $375 each and the VCRs at $215 each, write an inequality that restricts the purchase of X TVs and Y VCRs. Right. So the inequality, a good inequality for us to do would be 375x plus 215 is less than or equal to 75,000. So yeah.
You and 3 of your friends decide to rent a pavilion at a local park for an end-of-the-year party. The group budget is $80. The group decides to split the cost equally. Write an equation to show how they split it equally. Okay, so your group budget is $80. And there's 4 of you. You and 3 of your friends. So we have X here representing how much each of you are going to pay equally to get to use your budget. So now what we need to do to finish the equation is draw which way the symbol should be. So it could either face this way to be greater than, or this way to be less than. So 80 is a higher number than 4, so it's going to face 80. But since we don't know what number X represents, we're going to put an equal to sign. A way we could figure out how to solve it, though, is get 4 alone. We would bring 4 over here and divide 80 by 4 and get X is there, and it's $20. So each person would pay $20. $20, $20, and then and all 4 people would have paid an equal amount to use the budget.